So we will start our session within a few minutes. Please prepare, and then make sure please that your sound devices should be turned on. Thank you. Hello, how are you?
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Right.
So 1 minute we have from 2 sharp we will start because uh, already YouTube people are also waiting for us.
Are you going to give what yes?
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Please prepare true and spoken by the so first we will decide. Hello, hi. Yeah, Amir. How are you? Yes, yes. Thank you for that. Why don't you come here? Oh, sure. That's more comfortable than that. No problem. Okay. Do you have a player? Nice. No? Yes. So, Pascal, could you please take it for him also?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, good. Good. Not for you.
No. This is not my mentality.
Great. Okay, then.
Do you have one?
Yeah, one. Okay. So now is the time to start this session. Before beginning, as usual, we will recite the true words spoken by Buddha. The true words spoken by Buddha. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven through the prism of Buddha. Here appear the seven colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These seven colors help each other, and there appears Buddhaland. Buddhaland is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls resting in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirit. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of course of life. Each of you sails down as a small boat. So you need a boatman. If it is not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock. And you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down the rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream, and you can change your course. The true words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruit of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. There are three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by, yet still your mistakes will be kept in your mind. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both the children of Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other. And it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite such people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world. Utopia shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us could be the light of Bodhisattva, believing that the light has reality, believing that the love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of Bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. Okay. Hello everyone. Hello. Thank you. Hello everyone. Okay. So today, usually I'm talking about like how to train your mind and polish your soul, something like that. But because many people now wondering what's happening in this world, because big incident like COVID-19 or also American presidential election like that. So because we have to answer those questions. And several members asked me what happened behind that. Then, yes, there is something. And then I have to answer those questions honestly. Then I will not tell you my own opinion at all. What I will tell you is what Master has taught us about those things, what are behind. Then also through the message from space being, that is the idol. Maybe some of you wondering what is that? And later, maybe sometime, and if you watch the YouTube channel, I already talked about a spiritual message. Please define. Then, first, I will show you this one. Message from space being, Yaido. Then, after that, I will start today's lecture. Okay? So, today's one is not like how to train your mind or something like that. I will talk about these things like with Savior. Okay. So, message from Yaido. That is message from space being Yaido. And also, novel coronavirus, spiritual reading of novel coronavirus infection. What is that? I clearly tell you the idea of Master Ryuho Okawa. Then, if it's like an opposite idea, what you have now, but please listen carefully. Okay, this is the idea or not opinion. This is the fact that Master Okawa found in his view. So that's why please listen carefully. And if you have some question in the after this session, we have a discussion session. At that time, please ask me anything. But during this lecture, please listen his message. Okay, so then first of all, we will show you this one. It has English subtitle, but maybe it's hard to see for you. Hope you can watch it very well. Okay. Now let's begin. Just 5 or 10 minutes, please. Please say here. A message from space being Yang.
それは今日はちょっと例年といっても普通のとちょっと違うんですけども、よくお世話になっている方なんですが、宇宙存在のアイドルのさんからメッセージいただこうかと思っております。これがですが、やる前には宇宙からのメッセージあったんですが、半年に過ぎます。で、今、8月の終わりに向かおうとしておりますので、これから先ですね、いろんなことについて、考えている、感じていることがあるのではないかと思います。今日いただいている内容は、いつもありました、間違いもし、本的な仕事を多くてですね、ちょっと手に負えないっていうか、困ったようなところに来てくださって、意見を言ってくださって、 いうので、あまり公式バージョンもそんなにはないんですね。映像を撮っての公式バージョンとそんなにはありません。で、今日はですね、水再起になってますけども、急性節とということになってるんですが、なんか、小池都知事がウィズコロナとか言い出してからも、ウィズコロナの時代っていうのは、随分いろいろ出てきて、あんまりいい英語ではないような気がしては入るんですけどもね。ちょっとウィズ整備や急性とともにという、ちょっと違う言葉で今日話をしてもらおうかと思っております。いつも、仕事的存在ではありますので、こういうことが念頭にはあるのではないかと思います。また、その姿自体は、まだ隠されたものではありますので、おそらく歴史的にもですね、天井からによる、国内からいろいろ異常点がなく、またいきなり、こういう方々の声をですね、応じたのではないかとは、思っております。地球さんの例示では言えないようなことも、客観的に冷静に緻密に判断されることもありますので、参考になるかと思います。ということで、そうですね、我々、気がつかないようなこと等を言ってくださればありがたいかなというふうに思っております。実はこの、インフル写真なんかとして一緒に出てくるというか、映像として出てくることが多いんですけども、もうちょっとそれから離れて、皆さん、おできになるのかどこまでかちょっと、してなるので、マスコミのインタビュアーなプロフェッショナルではないので、どの程度やれるか、地球さんの発想で聞きすぎて怒られるかもしれませんけど、じゃあ、なんかそろそろ、これから先のことについても言っておきたいことがありそうな感じなんで、お願いしようと思います。では、中からのメッセージとして、エイブロンさんからのお言葉をいただきたいと思います。エイブロンさんや4歳の国の科学に、そのお声を終わらせたまえ、我々を通して、関心を持っておられる人々に、何らかの伝えるべきメッセージがあれば、よろしくお願いいたします。エイブロンです。
おはようございます。本日は誠にありがとうございます。
はい。
本年2020年はですね、まさにこの未来の上の分岐点と言われておりまして、年始より、昨年末より予言されておりましたけれども、非常に大きなことが起きるというのがまず第一に、コロナ問題が全地球的にそうなりました。それと同時にですね、それは中国の問題でもあり、米中の覇権争いするといいますか、そういったものも今、激しくなっております。まず一つの関心にあるのは、まずコロナ。この先どうなるのかと、人類の未来がどうなるのかというところから、今非常に関心事であろうと思いますので、このあたりの見通しといいますか、今後の状況について、お話しいただければ幸いでございます。
我々から見ると、地球人、としては、少し、精神に意地をきたして、 集団した人もしようとしているのかなという感じが見えておりますけどね。この、世界に広がったコロナウイルスは、我々から分析する限りは、自然発生のものではやはりありませんので、責任逃れのために、自然発生的になぜ起きたかのような言い方は、だんだん強めているようには見えるんですけど、そういうものではないと思います。人間が簡単な人間に病気を広げて死に至らしめることを目的に開発したものであるというふうに思っております。この点に関しては我々の考えは揺らぎません。あなた方の霊言その他でもそういう言い方をしていることが多いと思いますが、地上の人間たちの情報を操作、かく乱のために、一斉に起きたものだとか、いろんな国で同時に起きたものだとか、いろんなことを言っていると思いますが、全ては責任回避のであって、
it will take 1 hour or almost 2 hours. That's why, if you interested to watch it, please ask me. I will set up mine. Then, based on this DVD, already published as a book. Okay. Thank you. Already it's published as a book like this. That is with Stadia. With Stadia. So you can watch it. Sorry. This one with Stadia. With Stadia. So and then also Master Okawa published this book as his own idea. Spiritual reading of novel coronavirus. And also this book. Spiritual interview with the guardian spirits of Biden and Trump. So I'm talking about the hidden agenda behind the scene today. And please listen carefully. I don't afraid of anything. Believe it or not, this is the truth. That's why I set up today's one. So, now coming, please wait. Yes, coming. Today, I gave the title like this: Coronavirus and the presidential election behind the scenes. There is a common conspiracy. What is a conspiracy? Actually, as a conclusion, there is a battle between light and devils. So, I believe the fact what happened. You make something wrong, right? In this one. That's one. Do you believe in the space being or something? Christian? Yeah. Interviewer. Yes, correct. Okay. Then today, I will show you many points that I already lined up 9 points. 9 points for this one. Then, first one, we call from 2020 to 30. in happy science, we call it golden age. If you read Golden Laws, the second book, written by Master Ryuho Okawa, it clearly says from 2020, the golden age will start. But actually, you may wondering what happened because many bad things happen. Yes, now is the time. So, like, give get the conclusion what we will do to next era. Yes, that's why golden age is not a time when only good things happen for nothing. It is an age when alongside the destruction and loss, the construction of something new will begin. Yeah, because as you know, humankind become very conceited, right? Arrogant. Then we humankind have to throw away some ideas. Because some people say, we already beyond God, more than God, like that, right? They don't have a mind and respect to God or spiritual being at all. Arrogant. That's why we need to throw away something. So that is the first point I'd like to tell you today. And that was mentioned in the page number 70. Okay, please check it later. So this is the first point we need to recognize. Yes, this is golden age. Golden age means, as a conclusion, necessary humankind realize that humankind is a spiritual being and we are created by God or Buddha. We are a part of God. Okay, this is a fact. But like some people might say, that is like an old story or myth or something like that. It's not like a fairy tale. It is the truth. Then humankind need to recognize how. That is the second point. And also, yes, nowadays, space being Yaido said, we have passed World War III and entered into World War IV. What is that? What is that? You know, of course, clearly, World War II that happened already, right? But what does it mean the World War III? Because like a Soviet Union or a Chinese Communist Party governed the world, half of the world. But now only Chinese government, Communist Party. But that means that the earth governed by materialism. Then America or Europe country have fought with that kind of idea. Because in the book that is the Declaration of Communist Party written by Karl Marx, he said religion is a poison, right? And that weakened the people. That's why we don't need, I don't need to God, that is a fairy tale or myth. All the people think of that because they are very weak. That actually that happened. They almost nuclear weapon, as you know. But stopped. That is World War III. Then what is World War IV? Yeah, now coronavirus or something like that. They try to confuse this world. So then, still, this is preview. Okay. So, if just think about what would happen to you if China means communist country, not the people, Chinese government becomes a hegemonic nation and starts controlling the world with surveillance, camera, and AI. You will all become livestock. That is mentioned of this book. Clearly mentioned in this book. spiritual reading of novel coronavirus. So, what does in the livestock? Yes, maybe some of you already read a book written by Orson Welles. He says in the novel 1984. Who read it? Oh, okay. Only one person. It's okay. In this book, how much dangerous totalism and then materialism. He predicts that someday this world will be governed by materialism. They believe in machine, and then they believe in the humankind, the animal. Then we are governed by big brother. That means big machine, like AI. Yes, and then under the surveillance camera and AI, we are controlled. Then that will happen if materialists or atheists govern this one who denied any religion. Actually, as you know, Soviet Union or other Eastern Europe countries or China prohibited to believe in any religion, right? At least the Communist Party people should not believe in like that. They stated like that. That's why this is very dangerous situation. Now clearly we can say people that and also you may say like a idea of communism almost like eliminated in this one, but no, they survive still. Like you know this one, like cultural communism. Culture means they are looking for to book big government and then do like a social welfare to any people and then take their free will and also give money and food for that. What does it mean? They control them people in the garden. Yeah, then given sometimes food, yes, taste, and then just the livestock and pay tax. This is a situation we are now governed like that. We need to recognize that. That is the third point. So then this one, fourth one, Master Okawa said, page number 25 of with Savior. Okay, please read it. Electing Mr. Biden will result in an appeasement policy toward China, which lead to the emergence of a second Hitler. This will mean that the US admit to losing the virus war. Yeah, that's going to happen. But still, that is the reason still Donald Trump always, yes, he can see clearly because Master Okawa said in this Kyoto book, uh, he needs that. Mr. Donald Trump, guided by great thought, one of gods in Atlantic continent. So used to be in the Atlantic continent. One of gods is thought. That Mr. Donald Trump spiritually guided by that God. So he can realize already. Now he has a strong resolve. I must fight with David. That's why he stood up. That's why many Americans feel that and they fought with him hand in hand. And now review the many injustice in that country. Injustice happened. So maybe it will conclude like maybe beginning of the January. So I predict. Then if we admit, okay, Mr. Biden will be the president next one. That means not only US, but all nations to admit to losing virus war. Because in this Kyoto book, Master Oka clearly declared that is artificial, not a natural thing. Virus is not a natural thing. Artificial, created by, originated in China. That is the conclusion of this book. So that's why we spread this book as many as possible. And this one with Savior. This one. Okay. We need to recognize now is the time. This earth become big, will become, whether it will become big zoo or humankind can be recognized as supreme one, spiritual one. That's up to our choice. So this is a critical moment and also message from him. That's why Celia came here and Elgantar came here. Creator came here to work together with us. Because God is very merciful and he watched over us, but he thinks this is critical time. Otherwise, this earth becomes a big zoo fed by government. I mean, as also Wells said, big brother. So this is a point. And fifth point, please read it. Chinese influence has also infiltrated into Japan, and American intelligence leftist knowledge is almighty idea has seeped deeply academics and the world of media. You already hear it, right? The underlying tone is practically atheism, materialism, agnosticism, and scientism. That is very trend now, right? Popular. We will need to consider how to weaken the power of those who are monopolizing knowledge and controlling it, mass media and the Chinese Communist Party. Yes, quietly, silently, that happens in mass media. If you watch the TV show every day, every mass media, including BBC, says Biden should win. Trump is a bad guy, who is a racist, like that. One phrase like that. Not based on the fact, but based on their prejudice. Why they said like that? This is the influence. Okay, so knowledge is almighty. Now, communist idea like monopolize everything by government, ruling, but instead monopolize knowledge, monopolizing knowledge. This kind of idea happened after World War II. Then, who is the strongest people now? Mass media, because they can control knowledge, they can control information, they can control everything through brainwashing. Then pure mind, heart, and the young people influenced by that. So I didn't say anything in the political, but we need to recognize that. Who grabbed the authority now? Many people watch the TV, even the young people, old people, thinks that, oh, that happened. Okay, I should not support Trump because he's a racist like that. But I didn't say today because time is not so long. What if you watch, if you see carefully what Donald Trump did in 4 years. That's great, economically, educationally, and even the policy for colored people. Okay, he did great things, but no mass media reported that. Only what he tried to cheat women like that. So this is the point we need to know. Who can control the information? Like Twitter, Facebook, something like that. Yes, yes. So this is the fifth point we have to look for now. Then the doomsday phenomena, which may not have happened enough in 20th century, are coming a little later in 21st century. Humankind must fight against these, and the result will change depending on what values and thoughts they will choose. Yes, we already knew, like mass media or Communist Party. The Communist Party sometimes changes their name, like Green Movement, like social environment, like that. So, environmentalists, like that. Then, please be careful. Yeah, yeah. God wish us to be prosper, right? First, he said, like there and the prosperous, like that. Even in the Old Testament, he said clearly said that. So that's why if someone denies like prosper, and then rich people should share your wisdom like that, you need again because if government do it, take money from rich people and share it with poor people, no one can work very hard because it's not fair, right? Of course, rich people have obligation to nurture people, but yeah, freedom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's strange. Even if you work hard or not, you can get money. It's very strange. So that's why this time he clearly said self-help spirit is the most important. Okay. So then how to against those kind of ideas? First, humanity as a whole must discover the mind. This is the first point. We don't fight against like communist or someone evil intention, but no weapon, no weapon, without weapon. We first of all, discover them. Then they are hopeless unless they understand that at the center of themselves is the mind and discover the existence of the mind. Because we don't care about mind at all. Maybe only appearance, money, title, something like that. Yes, that is the same as dog or cat looking for the food and survive. But humankind is very different. They recognize mind matters. Your mind matters. Then, furthermore, the discovery of the mind must lead to the discovery of the soul. The soul possesses within it a far greater potential. Yes, we have been granted the same power as God. That is the message. Okay, if you read with Savior, page 76 to 77, clearly mentioned about it. If humankind recognize only this point, you have mind, and it's essentially your spirit, not physical body. physical body is just like a vehicle. And humankind is the supreme one because they can recognize themselves as spirit. That has the same power as God has. This is the definition of humankind in next era, so that they can respect each other because everyone is a part of God, part of Buddha. But communists, materialists, atheists don't admit that we are physical body entities. That's why reactive battery and the emotion or desire, something like that. This is a phenomenon we fought with without weapon, but with great mind. So if you want to persuade people around you who are materialists or atheists, please show them like role model. If you explore right mind, what will happen? You can be brilliant. You can be great. That is a great evidence and the biggest weapon for them. They will be defeated by your attitude, not like a sword, not like a nuclear weapon, by your mind. That is the seventh one. Then we should recognize here. Now we are testing. Humans are being watched to see at what point they will call the name of God. Humankind forget almost because they got prosperous. Okay, that's good. That's good. We can rejoice. We can celebrate them. We can celebrate humankind. We got prosperous in our society. No, nowadays, social welfare works very well. And also, there are many jobs. And after industrial revolution, we can avoid like anxiety of food or house or clothes like that. But we are going to be very arrogant. We forgot God, Buddha, who gives energy to us, who gives everything to us. Then it's not a punishment. Okay, please don't think this is punishment. This is not punishment. Just a reaction. Laws of act and reaction. If you push this button, this will happen. If you push this button, this will happen. That is very natural reaction. If you forget the God or Buddha, the reaction will become like this. Because fact is, we are part of God. We have been given everything from God without expecting anything in return. God has never expected us anything. So that's why if we want to stop this current bad phenomenon, confusion, war, or civil war, or coronavirus, something like that. Please don't think selfish. Stop it and think of others. Yes, and think of God. How much we have been given. So you can be energetic. Yes, I have been, I am, I will be loved by God. That kind of idea motivates you to love others. So it means humankind are being watched to see at what point they will call the name of God. At what point they remember importance of love. Because God loves you. Everyone. Without exception. Even if you are Christian, even if you are Muslim, even if you are Buddhist, even if you are Hindu people, or if you believe in the Japanese Shintoism, anyone, of course, even if you are atheist or materialist, he loves him or her very much. If we recognize that, we cannot help loving others at all, right? So this is the point. You can love or not. You can take or not. And to do so, you must have faith, and it must be based on the truth. Simply, as I told you, fact. The truth is, we are loved by God. That's it. If you recognize that, naturally you can give love, right? People are very miserable because they don't recognize how much you are loved by God, how much you have been granted the energy, everything from God. That's why they are very miserable. But actually, truth is, you are, everyone is loved by God. Everyone has been loved by God. Everyone is loved by God. Everyone will be loved by God forever. God, Buddha, Allah, whatever you say. It's desirable for people who have faith based on the truth to prosper in this world. Okay? Sometimes some people say poor people is a very beautiful, but rich people not. God, Buddha always loves poor people and rich people both. Then if you suffer a lot because of food, lack of food, okay, so he tried to make this world prosper. Then you can focus on your spiritual training in this world. This is also from this book, Nobel Spiritual Reading of Nobel Coronavirus, infection originated in China. This book, this Kyoto. So that's all. That's why he said, be passionate as angels. Lastly, I told you the fact, the truth behind the scene. You already understood, right? What's going on. We must choose which way is better. But almost all humankind realize that. Not punishment, naturally, or law of cause and effect. Because of laws of cause and effect, this happens. If you against the God, the action will come. If you love people, you will be loved. If you make effort, you can get success. So we should never stop our missionary work in spreading this teaching. The universal truth is the teaching to save the entire human race on earth. Okay, please don't misunderstand. Only happy science will get the prosper. It's not. Of course, God wishes, Buddha wishes all people's happiness anyway. That's why if you can recognize, I am a devotee, I am a member of Happy Science, please give them good information for them. What happens now? Now is the time. You can listen to the voice of God through those kyotens, I mean books from Master Ryuho Okawa. So, again, save all humankind, conquer materialism, and unite religions, create utopia on earth. This is the buzzword for us. Please remember. This is the aim of golden age. Okay, that's why Master Okawa says in his lecture in Canada, there are two purposes, two goals in golden age. By 2030, first, we should delete all materialist countries in this world. Lots of them. Yeah, who believe in the materialism of atheism or like a one-party government system, like that. We should bring them 3 points: freedom, democracy, and faith. Based on these 3 points, we should create new era. That is the first aim of Golden Age. Second aim, we should eliminate all poverty and war in this world. Okay, so after World War II, many American presidents or other countries' leaders stood up. But there is only one person who has never declared war in American countries, America, and also European countries, democratic countries. Who is that? Mr. Donald Trump. Who has never declared war. But others, like Obama, declared war 7 times in his office, the administration time. But Donald Trump has never did it. So, who loves peace? We should recognize. Then, save all humankind, conquer materialism, and unite religions, create utopia on earth. Of course, as I told you, first point, save all humankind. Everybody, even the Xi Jinping, we can support. Okay? And also, conquer materialism. This is a great point. We should not be the animal, but spiritual being. This is the fact we should tell. The second point, unite religions. There is one problem regarding the religion, that is monotheism, as a clearly said. Monotheism means if you believe in only this God, you can go back to heaven. That is not. Only measurement is when you go back to heaven. You will be measuring how much you love others. That's it. That is the only point whether you can go back to heaven or not. If you can say, our angels admit that you are loving person who can give love to others without expectation, you can go back to heaven. Otherwise, even if you're Christian, Muslim, or Buddhist, you can go back to heaven. Otherwise, even if you are Christian, Muslim, and you go to church once a week or something like that, you might go to hell to cultivate your bad things, bad idea. But heaven is not the eternal one, okay? This is a kind of clinic, hospital. You can cure yourself, your tendency, change your tendency. Okay? So, and then create utopia on earth. What is a utopia? In this world, only one word is a very key word. That is understand. Reason why you cannot love them, you cannot forgive them, because you cannot understand. That is the only reason relationship will be destroyed. So that's why if we can understand each other based on Alcantara belief, yes, I dare tell you, other than Alcantara belief, we cannot find any way to understand others, right? Of course, Christianity is good, Muslim is good, Buddhism is good. But for modern people, there are many problems. Not those are not written in Bible or Quran or Buddhist sutra. We should learn for the path. That is a way to understand each other. So that is the only measurement. Again, if you want to go back to heaven, only measurement is how much you love others. So this is the conclusion. Then after 5 to 10 minutes, we will start Zoom session. This concludes today's session. And today we did practice meditation or something like that. But finally, we dedicate our love and also dedicate our pledge to the Lord with reading prayer to the Lord. Are you ready? Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord Elkanah, you are the source of all life, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us life, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. Oh Lord, our Father, please protect this planet of love Earth. Protect us from all evil and open a future for us. Oh Lord, thank you for giving us life. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Our Lord Elkanah, thank you very much for your guidance today. Now we will stand up to save all people in this world and convey the truth to the end of the world. So, for a while, please dedicate your love and gratitude and pledge to Lord Elkanah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Okay. So from 5 minutes later, 3:05, we will start a Zoom meeting. If you want, please join and exchange our idea. And if you have questions, you can inquire at that time. Thank you. Thank you.